Okay, here we are watching some Little League semifinal baseball in the Whitehall Railroaders tournament. It's Fairhaven Slaters versus the Pittsford Catamounts. The first batter at the plate for the Catamounts is Nate Hudson. On the mound for Fairhaven is Parker Morse. And quickly, Parker is in the hole. 2 balls and no strikes to Nathaniel Hudson. As I noted, this is a semifinal match. The winner will... Oh, Nathaniel hits that ball hard to the shortstop, makes a nice play. That was Cameron Kaludi, number 24 at shortstop, that snagged that ball and made a nice play to first base. The first baseman for Fairhaven is Luke Wang. At second base is Austin Beon. Cameron Kaludi, as I said, the shortstop. And at third, Jesse Tucker. Now batting for the Catamounts is Patrick McKeegan. 1 ball and no strikes to Patrick. Here's the pitch. That ball was a little outside, so the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. That one caught the other side of the plate, so 3-0 is the count to Patrick McKeegan. Here's the pitch. And Patrick's going to draw a walk. The Catamounts have their first base runner on for the inning. And stepping up to the plate is Zach Bates for the Catamounts. These boys have faced one another before, so they're familiar faces. Here's the first pitch to Zach Bates. That one's going to go back to the pitcher. Snags it, makes a nice play to second base. Kaludi covering for the second out of the inning. The Catamounts have 2 outs here. Stepping up to the plate for the Catamounts is Josh Beon, number 34. And Josh hit one out in the last game, so I'm going to have my eyes open while he's up, just in case he sends a souvenir our way. Here's the pitch to Josh. And he's going to put that into right field for a base hit. That drops in. So 2 Catamounts aboard, 2 outs. Top of the first inning, and stepping up to the plate for the Catamounts is Riley Shannon. Riley's the catcher for the Catamounts. And I'm sure he'd like to see this inning continue. Here's the pitch. And that one's low for a ball. And Parker Morse is working pretty quickly up there. Here comes the next pitch. Outside, 2-0. Oh, and that one's going to be a comebacker to the pitcher. Morse snags it, tosses across, and that'll end the first inning. No runs scored. Okay, bottom half of the first inning. Nathaniel Hudson is on the mound for the Catamounts. And the first batter in the box for Fairhaven is Austin Beon. And that was a ball. Austin has a 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch from Nate. Ooh, big swing. A swing and a miss, so that evens the count to 1-1. In the infield for the Catamounts, we have Derek Almond at first base. We have Patrick McKeegan at second, Zach Bates at shortstop, and Josh Beon at third. Oh, that one's fouled off, so the count goes to 1-2. I believe Riley Shannon is the catcher behind the plate. In right field, we have Delshawn Norwood, center field Colin Bissett, and right field Logan Trombley. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one's going to be popped up to right field to Logan Trombley, who makes a nice catch in right field. 1 out in the inning. Now batting for Fairhaven will be Andrew Lanthier. Andrew was the center fielder. Here's the pitch by Hudson. And that's outside for a ball. Big swing, again evens the count to 1-1. Again, these boys are no strangers to one another, so they certainly know what the other team is capable of. A lot of respect, I think, both ways. And Andrew now has 2 strikes on him. The count goes to 1-2. And again, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one was inside, so that'll even things out to 2-2. Nathaniel sets. Here's the pitch. Oh, fouled off. Count will remain at 2-2. Oh, that one's going to be high. It's going to be a full count now to Andrew Lanthier. So here comes the payoff pitch by Nate Hudson. And that's going to draw a walk. So Andrew Lanthier is aboard with a walk for the Slaters. And they have 1 down. Third batter is the catcher for the Slaters, Aaron Zabo. Aaron's dad, PJ Zabo, is one of the coaches for Fairhaven, and they are also coached by Chris Kaludi. Oh, and Aaron pulls that one to right. That's a foul ball down the right field line. And the count is 0-1 to Aaron. Here's the pitch. A little high, so Aaron Zabo laid off that pitch and evens the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, tips that one back to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Aaron Zabo now. Again, Andrew Lanthier is the runner at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one is coming over the fence to us, and that is a home run by Aaron Zabo, a 2-run homer by Aaron Zabo. So that certainly will boost the morale for the Slaters. Not a bad way to start off the first inning. That was a no-doubter as I was taking steps backwards away from the fence. Nate Hudson getting a lot of encouragement from the fans and his teammates that there's still a lot of baseball left to be played. But you got to tip your hat. That was a no-doubter by Aaron Zabo. He got all of that and then some. So the next batter for the Slaters is Jesse Tucker. Jesse's the third baseman. Here's the pitch, and that one's a little bit high for a ball. That one's in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Nate evens the count to 1 ball and 1 strike to Jesse Tucker. Here's the pitch. And again, a little high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nathaniel not wasting any time. It's a hot and humid day for baseball, and I'm sure Keeping moving helps. Oh, fouls that one back to the backstop. That will even the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch right down the middle by Nathaniel Hudson. So he struck out Jesse Tucker. Looking, that's 2 outs for the Catamounts. I think Nate might have thought that was 3, but still 1 to go. The next batter for Fairhaven is another big bat, and that would be Cameron Kaludi, the shortstop. He has sent a few over the fence in this tournament so far. And all the outfielders showing their respect. Here's the pitch to Cameron. Oh, and that's going to be a dribbler to second, or trouble though. That hung up in the air just long enough that I think the second baseman had a hard time judging it. And by the time he got there, Chris, that's his father, Cameron had made it down to first base safely. So the Slaters with another runner aboard. 2 outs here. And the next batter is Luke Wang, the first baseman for the Slaters. And Luke takes a swing at that, but misses. The count is 0-1. Here's the pitch by Nathaniel. That one misses low and outside. Evens the count to 1-1. Fouls that off. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count to Luke Wang. Nathaniel set. Here's the pitch. Oh, he swung at that high pitch. And the count will remain 1-2. And again, Cameron Kaludi on first base. I'm sure he's running on contact with 2 outs here. The bottom of the first, there's a ground ball hit sharply to second base. Tosses across to first, gets the out. Fairhaven does manage to plate 2 runs with that 2-run homer by Aaron Zabo, and that will bring us to the second inning. Okay, it's the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Catamounts is Colin Bassett. Colin is the center fielder. And I'm sure the Catamounts would love some offense this inning to counter that 2-run inning that Fairhaven just had. Colin hits that to the shortstop, or third baseman, pardon me. Makes a nice play across the diamond and gets the first out of the inning. Was well hit by Colin, but third baseman made a really nice play. Next batter for the Catamounts is the first baseman, Derek Almond. Here's the pitch. Derek hits that to the second baseman, who scoops, throws across, gets the out. He did hustle down that baseline, but they had him by a step. So 2 outs very quickly here for the Slaters. And the next batter for the Catamounts will be Logan Trombley, the right fielder. Logan takes a swing at that first pitch, swings through it. No balls and 1 strike, the count to Logan Trombley. Here's the pitch by Parker Morse. Oh, and he swings through that one as well. The count goes to 0-2. Here comes the, ooh, that was a close pitch to watch. And the umpire called that a ball, so Logan will live to see another pitch up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch was low, and that will even the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think Parker Morse thought he had a strikeout there as well. So here's the pitch by Morse, and that one low in the dirt. So all of a sudden we're at a full count, I believe. It's good when the umpire agrees with me. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Logan Trombley. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he called that one a strike. So that is a short top of the second inning, and 1-2-3 for the Slaters. Bottom of the second inning, the first batter for the Slaters will be the pitcher, Parker Morse. Again, the Catamounts went down quickly the top part of the inning, 1, 2, 3. That first pitch is high for a ball. I'm sure the Catamounts would like to have some tight defense here and get out of it quickly as well. Nathaniel Hudson gets set. Here's the pitch. Oop, and another ball high. The count 2-0 to Parker Morse. He thought about that one, but again, a little bit high. Needs to bring that down a little bit. So 3-0. Yeah, he drew the walk. Odds are he wasn't going to swing at that pitch anyhow, so he did watch ball 4. And the next batter for the Slaters will be Malik Henriksen, the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Nathaniel still missing a little bit high. Ball 1 to Malik. Oh, yeah, Nathaniel's definitely throwing some high pitches there. 2-0. There we go. Nathaniel found the strike zone, so the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Parker Morse on first base for the Slaters. Malik Henriksen at the plate. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one's going to miss high as well. 3-1 will be the count. Nate gets set. There's the pitch. Oh, and he missed again, so the Slaters have drawn a second walk. They have 2 aboard, no outs. Coach Andy Bissett headed out to the mound to have a chat with his pitcher. The Catamounts are coached by Andy Bissett, who is out there having a conference at the mound, as well as Joe Beon and Frank Hudson. Sometimes that break is all a pitcher needs to collect his thoughts, regroup. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch by Nathaniel. That seemed to help. The batter is Hayden Sheldrick, and he swung through that for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 aboard, no outs. Bottom of the second, there's a second strike. So whatever Coach Andy Bissett had to say to Nathaniel, it definitely helped. So at least for the short run. He's got 2 strikes on the batter. Here's the pitch. And he strikes out swinging. So the Catamounts have 1 out, 2 aboard. And stepping into the batter's box for the Slaters is Austin Beon, the second baseman. And Austin swings through his first offering by Hudson. Here comes the pitch. Strike 2. A swing and a miss. Nice stop by the catcher, Riley Shannon, to keep that one in front of him. So Nate Hudson is ahead here. I'm sure he'd love to help himself out with another strikeout. Here's the pitch. And no swing that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count to Austin Beon. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he did get him to swing at a high pitch. So the Catamounts now have 2 outs. Slaters have runners aboard first and second. Stepping up to the plate is Andrew Lanthier, the center fielder. Here's the pitch by Hudson. Oh, and that was a little bit high, but Andrew Lanthier liked it, took a swing. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike, the count to Andrew. That pitch missed on the outside corner. Evens the count to 1-1. There's the pitch. That is going to be a pop-up to the shortstop, Zach Bates. He squeezes it to end the inning. No damage. And we're going to go into the 3rd inning. Slaters 2, Catamounts 0. Top of the 3rd inning, leading off for the Catamounts is Del Norwood. Here's the pitch by Morse. And Dell's going to bunt that ball foul down the first baseline, so he's going to try it again. Not a bad idea to get a runner aboard to start the inning. That one did not stay inside the line, so Dell's going to try that again. The count 0-1 to Del Norwood. Here's the pitch. One ball and 1 strike. I wasn't sure what the umpire called that, so it was just safer to hesitate and be right. Here's the pitch, and Del takes a hack at that. That's going to be popped up to the first baseman, who squeezes it to record the first out of the inning. First baseman is Luke Wang. Nice play by Luke. Sometimes it's hard when you're wondering where that bag is under your feet, but he did a good job. Jack Adams is the batter now for the Catamounts. Here's the pitch to Jack, and he's going to swing through that first one. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch by Morse. Jack hits that one sharply to second, but he does make a nice play, throws over to Luke Wang, and there are 2 outs very quickly for the Catamounts. Takes us back to the top of the order, though, so now batting will be the pitcher, Nate Hudson. Again, the Catamounts need some offense here. The Slaters have a 2-run lead right now. Here's the pitch to Nate. Oh, and that one's coming out here. Sharply hit to the fence. Nate's wisely taking a turn at first base and going to stay there, but beautiful hit by Nate Hudson. So the Catamounts have a runner aboard with 1 out, or 2 outs, excuse me. And the next batter is Patrick McKeegan, second baseman. Here's the pitch. That one outside for a ball. Patrick agreed. Here's the pitch. That one low for ball 2. Pitch by Morse. Again, misses. So 3 balls and no strikes, the count to Patrick McKeegan. I have to believe he's going to watch one here. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. So the count goes to 3-1. Again, 2 outs here. Nate Hudson on first base. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he's going to hit that one right back to the pitcher, and he tosses over to his first baseman, Luke Wang, to end the inning. No score this inning, so it remains Slaters 2, Catamounts 0. Bottom half of the 3rd inning, leading off for the Slaters is Andrew Lanthier. I have a feeling I may have had some batters out of order in the previous inning, so sorry if I didn't give someone credit they deserved. Here's the pitch to Lanthier. Oh, swing and a miss. Hudson sets. Here's the delivery. Oh, he swings through that. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Andrew Lanthier. Here's the pitch. That one he wisely ducked down and got out of the way of. Evens the count to 2-2. And that one is high to give a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Andrew Lanthier. Here comes the payoff pitch by Nate Hudson. And that one is high. So the Slaters lead off the inning with a walk again. And stepping up to the plate is the young man who did the damage in the first inning, Aaron Zabo, the catcher. And all the outfielders taking a little step back. That one is inside to Aaron for ball 1. Aaron has a big bat. Here's the pitch. That one is high. Nathaniel just struggling with the release point a little bit here. 2 balls and no strikes is the count to the catcher, Aaron Zabo. Here's the pitch. That was a nice strike, and Aaron saw that one, so he took a hack at it. Did swing through it, though. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sure, knowing Aaron, he would much rather hit than walk, so he's not the kid that's probably going to stand up there and watch one. That one misses outside as well. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, as much as the coaches might want him to watch one here. Oh, no, that was not even hittable, but again, probably would have rather hit than walk. So the Slaters have 2 aboard here to start off the inning. Now batting is Jesse Tucker, the 3rd baseman. There's the pitch by Hudson. Again, a little high. 1 ball, no strikes to Jesse Tucker. He squares up to bunt. Pulls back. Oh, and Josh Beon was playing up for the bunt when the batter squared up, so that worked as planned for the Slaters. Both runners advanced. So first base is now open. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. No outs for the 3rd baseman, Jesse Tucker. Here's the pitch by Nate Hudson. That misses outside. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Jesse Tucker. There's the pitch. Darn close, but misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Second game of the day for both of these boys, and in the heat it does take a lot out of you. Big swing by Jesse Tucker, and Nate Hudson notches a K for himself. So 1 out, runners at 2nd and 3rd. And again, another big bat coming up for the Slaters, Cameron Kaludi. Here's the pitch to Cameron, misses outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch by Hudson. Big swing by Kaludi and a miss. Oh, that one's going to go by Riley Shannon, and they are sending the runner. He throws in. to Nate Hudson, who applies the tag and tags out Andrew Lanthier at home, cutting off a run. Great play by the Catamounts. So that helped them out enormously. 2 outs here now. A runner at third. Stepping into the box for the Slaters is Luke Wang, the first baseman. Oh, sorry, Cameron Kaluti's still up. I apologize. All that excitement at the plate, I knew there had to be a new batter, not so much. Oh, and that one was inside. And again, this is a dangerous bat here for the Slaters. So, oh, and that one is coming, going, gone. Cameron Kaluti hit one over the fence to dead center field. Beautiful hit. That will plate 2 more runs for the Slaters, who now have a 4-0 lead. And the Catamounts in to offer their support to Nate Hudson. Nobody likes to give those up, but there are some big bats on both sides. So not unexpected that a couple have made it out today. That was, again, a no-doubter. So sorry about this. This is actually Luke Wang, the first baseman, stepping up to the plate for the Slaters. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch by Nate Hudson. Oh, and 2 is the count. He's going to pop that one up down the right field line. Derek Allman, the first baseman, squeezes it. 3rd out of the inning. Fairhaven, though, does hurt the Catamounts again with a 2-run blast by Cameron Kaluti. 4-0 Slaters. For the 4th inning, leading off for the Catamounts is number 5, Zach Bates, the shortstop. And now the Catamounts definitely could use some offense. Down in the hole, nice hit by Zach Bates. That gets by the right fielder. He's going to take 2 on that. Beautiful hit. That was hit sharply to the right fielder, and it did skip under his glove all the way to the fence. So Zach Bates safely aboard at second to start off the inning for the Catamounts. And speaking of big bats, here comes Josh Beon. He has also shown his power today. He sent one well over the fence, and he's batting for the Catamounts, and they would love to see a repeat performance of that, I'm sure. Big swing by Josh, but he fouls that one to the backstop. The count 0-1 to Josh Beon. Again, Parker Morse, the pitcher for the Slaters. Here it comes. It's not going to make the fence. Oh, what a catch by the center fielder. Beautiful catch by Andrew Lanthier. The base runner, Zach Bates, at second, tagged up and made it safely to third. But beautiful catch, beautiful defensive play made by the center fielder. That definitely would have scored a run had it dropped in. And Josh Beon got a lot of it, but not all of it. So 1 out here. Zach Bates at third. Now batting is Riley Shannon, the catcher. That would be a web gem. Oh, nice rip by Riley Shannon, and that is gone over the fence. So 2-run shot by Riley Shannon. So the Catamounts cut the lead to 2 here in the 4th inning. Beautiful line drive homer over the fence in left field. Great shot by Riley. So I'm sure that'll pump up his Catamount teammates. And again, Josh Beon had a great hit out here as well, but was legitimately robbed by the center fielder. Great play. So the next batter for the Catamounts stepping up is Colin Bassett. Colin's the center fielder. Here's the pitch by Morse. I believe that was a strike. Looked like a strike right down the middle. That one is a ball. wait for the umpire to agree with me here, but I believe the count is 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Good. And again, Colin Bissett, the batter, 1 out. Colin fouls that one off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Parker Morse delivers. Nice pitch. Gets Colin Bissett to go down swinging. Beautiful pitch, though. That's all right. So 2 outs here for the Catamounts. Derek Allman, the first baseman, will be the next batter. Here's the pitch. Derek hits that one to the shortstop, goes over the glove of Cameron Kaludi, so he's safely aboard at first base. Stepping up to the plate for the Catamounts now is the right fielder, Logan Trombley. Here's the pitch by Morse. That one bounces off Aaron Zabo's equipment, and Derek Allman takes second on that. Nice attempt by Aaron to block that, but it did skip off his shin guard and put Allman in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Logan Trombley. Nice hit to right field. That might score a run. I'm not sure if they're going to send him, and they are going to send him. So Derek Allman trying to score on that, and he will easily. That one got airmailed to the backstop. So Logan Trombley had a nice hit to right and an unfortunate throwing error for the Slaters. So all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game here. It's 4-3 Slaters still, but the Catamounts definitely in comeback mode here. Now batting for the Catamounts is Del Norwood. Del's the right fielder. And Del's had some fantastic hits already in this tournament, and I know we'd like one here. Try to tie things up with Logan Trombley on second in scoring position. Here's the pitch by Parker Morse. That one is high and tight, so that is a ball.
Gotta go back.
Here's the pitch to Del, and Del hits that one, pops it up out of play. So he'll earn another at bat. It did scare a fan right out of her chair, though. Poor Pat Zabo. That was a good that was a good escape by Pat. All right, Del Norwood back in the box. 2 outs, runner at second. That one is going to skip up over Aaron Zabo's head, and he didn't find it right away. So Logan Trombley finds himself at third base. So a little base hit by Del Norwood would make this a tie ball game right here. Here's the pitch by Morse. That gets by. They're not going to send him. Oh, almost. I bet they're second guessing that now. It took Aaron Zabo a few minutes to find that ball. So I bet Andy Bissett wishes he could have a do-over right there. He probably would have sent Logan Trombley on that. It took Aaron just a minute to figure out where that ball was. So anyway, Del has another life here. Here's the pitch. Oh, he's going to hit that one down the right field line. Looks foul, and it is. So he's going to do it again. Good at bat, though, by Del Norwood. Keeps battling up there. Logan Trombley at third base. 2 outs. Scores 4-3 Slaters. The Catamounts found their bats this inning, though, and have, like I said, managed to make a ball game out of this once again. Here's the pitch, and that is a walk for Del Norwood. Thinking about just jogging around to second base there to see if he can draw the throw. He's not going to. So runners on the corners for the Catamounts, 2 outs. The batter at the plate is Jack Adams. That first pitch misses for a ball. 1-0, the count to Jack. The noise you can hear in the background is the the groundskeepers cranking the lights up for the evening portion of this tournament. And PJ Zabo's going to come out and have a talk with his pitcher. It looks like they're going to make a change here. Looks looks like no, not Cameron Colludi, excuse me, the third baseman, and I have to look at my cheat sheet. This is Jesse Tucker. So the Slaters are going to make a pitching change here, and Jesse Tucker switching it up with Parker Morse. Parker's going to take third, and he's going to have a shot at pitching. Little warm-up time here. Okay, the pitching change has happened. Jesse Tucker on the mound now for the Slaters. Jack Adams in the box for the Catamounts. Runners on the corners. That looks like it missed high for a ball. Not sure what the count is, honestly. Hopefully Jack will get a hit here and bail me out. I have no idea what the count is right now. Here's the pitch. That was a strike, so it wasn't the third strike, so let's see if we can. Three balls and 2 strikes, I believe. Jack got a piece of that. So if it wasn't 3 balls and 2 strikes, it is now. I'm confident in saying the count is now 3-2 to Jack Adams. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch by Jesse Tucker. Oh, nice pitch, and Jack Adams thought so too. He did foul it off the backstop though. Good at bat by Jack Adams. Battling up there. Again, he'd love to tie it up with a swing right here. Good eye by Jack Adams. He draws the walk, so now the bases are loaded for the Catamounts. We're at the top of the order. And again, Nate Hudson did hit one out today, so boy, oh boy, would that be exciting if he could ever do it again. Here's the pitch by Jesse Tucker to Nate Hudson. Right down the middle, beautiful strike, so. A little bit of excitement here. Everyone will be moving on this. Oh, there we go. That's a high chopper to the first baseman. He takes it and gets over there, or second baseman, excuse me, goes over and takes it himself. However, the Catamounts, like I said, did wage a comeback. It is now 4-3 Slaters. All right, top of the 5th inning. Pitching change for the Catamounts. Derek Almond, who was at first, is now pitching. He throws one down the pike to Parker Morse, who grounds it to third base. Little bobble by Nate Hudson, and he wisely did not make a play, so first runner aboard. Nate Hudson was pitching. He's now at third, and Josh Beon has moved across the diamond to take first. So those are all the changes for the Catamounts. But Parker Morse is aboard, and the next batter is Malik Henriksen. Nice pitch by Almond right down the pike. Strike 1. Nice pitch. Henriksen swings through that. No balls and 2 strikes is the count to Henriksen. Here's the pitch. There, and Almond gets a strikeout to record the first out of the inning. Again, Parker Morse at first. Malik Henriksen goes down on strikes, and stepping up to the plate for the Slaters is Hayden Sheldrick, the right fielder. Here's the pitch. That one fouled. I believe that was a foul ball, but maybe not. Maybe it was just a strike that bounced off Riley Shannon's equipment, and that is clearly what it was because the runner did advance. So Parker Morse is now on second base with 1 out. Hayden Sheldrick, the batter. He's got 1 strike on him. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Big change in pitching out there for these batters. They went from a hard-throwing righty in Nate Hudson to less hard-throwing lefty in Derek Almond, so I'm sure their timing's off a bit. Here's the pitch by Almond. And he's going to record another strikeout. So 2 go down in strikes. Parker Moore still on second base for the Slaters, and stepping up to the plate is Austin Beon, the second baseman. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one is high and tight for a ball. Count 1-0 to Austin Beon. And he hits that one sharply down the third baseline, and it's foul, so he'll have another shot at that. Again, the timing off, so he's a little ahead of that one. Here's the pitch to Beon. And he pops that one up out of play behind the backstop. One ball and 2 strikes is the count to Austin Beon. 2 outs here. Runner on second base is Parker Morse. Here's the pitch by Allman. He's going to pop that up to Derek Allman on the mound. He squeezes it to end the inning. So no damage done that inning, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. All right, bottom of the 5th inning. Jesse Tucker on the mound for the Slaters. At the plate for the Catamounts is Patrick McKeegan. And that is high for a ball to Patrick. Again, it's a close one here. 4-3. The Slaters have the lead and the home field advantage. So, again, the Catamounts would love to tie things up here. Patrick fouls that one off to the backstop to even the count at 1-1. Jesse Tucker hearing the support from his teammates. Patrick steps in. Here's the pitch. That one is low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike that count to Patrick McKeegan. Wow, that one just missed. 3 balls and 1 strike. Big breath by the pitcher. Here's the pitch. And Patrick fouls that one behind the backstop out of play. Full count. Here's the payoff pitch to Patrick McKeegan. Jesse Tucker is ready. Here comes the pitch. And he is going to draw a walk. Jesse Tucker clearly does not agree, shaking his head in confusion up there. And he had some really close pitches there, so I guess I can feel his pain a little bit. Zach Bates steps up to the plate for the Catamounts. Patrick McKeegan on first. That one's going to miss inside for ball 1. The pitch by Tucker. Nice pitch and nice hit. Zach Bates hits a rope to right field. Right fielder couldn't handle it. Patrick McKeegan's going to take third on that. Zach wisely stays at first base, but now runners on the corners for the Catamounts and no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. I think I said bottom of the 5th. It's the top of the 5th inning. Now stepping up to the plate, Josh Beon. Josh is now at first base. And again, lots of power. Zach Bates is going to take second. No throw. No throw, no outs. Runners on second and third for the Catamounts. Josh Beon, batter. Here's the pitch. Ooh, nice strike by Jesse Tucker. Ties up those lefties, that inside corner. Dealing quickly. Here's the pitch. Josh Beon gonna play to run right here for his Catamount team and tie that game. They're sending them both. There's gonna be a play at the plate. Zach Bates is out. However, Patrick McKeegan in safely at home to tie this game at 4-4 on Josh Beon double to left field. Beautiful hit by Josh. So we got one down. Josh is on second base. Riley Shannon was already hit a 2-run homer in this game. Steps up to the plate. That was a beautiful play to home plate. It was right on the money. That was, again, not a tough call for the home plate ump to make. And Zach has wheels, so it was right on the money. So anyway, great defensive play by the Slaters. That pitch is fouled off by Riley Shannon. Trouble talking and counting. I think it might be 0-2. I'm not sure what the count is. Here's the pitch to Riley Shannon. Oh, and that was the count. So Riley Shannon will go down on strikes. 2 outs. Josh Beon on second base. Colin Bissett, the batter, the center fielder. He'd like to see this inning continue with a runner in scoring position. Catamounts have an opportunity here to take the lead. Colin squares up. Strike 1. That was a home run on the field behind us. Here's the pitch to Colin Bissett. Colin hits one into right field. That one's going all the way to the fence. He's going to plate Josh Beon. The Catamounts take the lead, and Colin Bissett is safe at second base with a beautiful, sharply hit ball. So stepping up to the plate for the Catamounts, there's Colin's mother. Stepping up to the plate for the Catamounts is the pitcher, Derek Almond. Here's the pitch by Jesse Tucker. That was outside for ball 1. Tucker gets set. Here's the pitch. That one is low. That's going to go off Aaron Zabo's shin guard and bounces off just far enough for Colin Bissett to safely slide into third. Aaron did make a beautiful attempt at throwing him out. He's got a good arm, so it's a chance to run on this catcher. And again, Almond steps in. Tucker deals. Here's the pitch. Derek Almond hits a chopper foul, I believe foul. Yep, foul ball down the third baseline, so he'll get to do that again. And Colin Bissett at third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Derek lays off. I believe it's 3-1, the count. And Almond draws the walk. So Catamounts runners on the corners. 2 down. Stepping up to the plate is Logan Trombley, the right fielder. Jesse Tucker gets set. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch. Logan Trombley hits that back to Jesse Tucker. Tucker wasn't 100% sure what to do to that, and he unfortunately just airmailed that to right field. So Trombley is going to end up on third base. Almond scores, and the Cat...
Out of play, making him go to second.
Oh, is he calling him back? Oh, okay. So that ball, the umpire did call that ball out of play, and Logan Trombley gets called back to second. I would think Almond would score because he was on first, but it looks like they're holding him up at third. I'm not sure. I guess they're saying he had third. So anyway, and sorry about that. The next batter, to recollect myself here, is Del Norwood, who just fouled that ball behind the backstop and out of play. So runners on second and third for the Catamounts. The This would be the go-ahead run. Here's the pitch to Del Norwood. He fouls that one off. And he'll step back in. Score. Did Colin score?
Yes.
So he was the tying.
I think they
Okay.
are.
You think we're ahead by one?
I think they're ahead by 1 or 2.
Okay. I apologize. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the Catamounts took the lead. We'll clarify between innings here. But at the very least, the game is tied. The Catamounts may have a 1, possibly 2-run lead. And here's the pitch to Del Norwood, and Del hits that one through. That's trouble. So Derek Allman's going to score, and so is Logan Trombley. So Del Norwood gets 2 RBIs for that single to right field. And I am confident in saying that the Catamounts have the lead by at least 2 runs, possibly more. Again, I'll confirm between innings. Sorry for that. And there's Lisa Bissett and her unmistakable support of her Catamounts. Stepping up to the plate for the Catamounts, I'm sure hoping to continue this rally, is Jack Adams. Here's the pitch to Adams, and that is inside for ball 1. Jesse Tucker gets set, deals. I think that was called a ball. Boy, it looked like a strike from here, but the Catamount dugout was clapping, so I'm confused. I'm not sure. Yeah. That was definitely a ball. Waiting to see what the umpire says the count is. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count to Jack Adams. Jack fouls that high pitch back to the backstop. The count is 2-2 now for Jack Adams. That misses outside. Full count to Jack Adams. Here comes the payoff pitch. Del Norwood, the runner at first base. That is a chopper hit foul down the first baseline. So Del will do it again. Full count. Here comes the pitch. And nice again, another sharp single down the first baseline. Beautiful hit by Jack Adams. Del Norwood was going to think about third base, but beautiful throw to third to change his mind for him. So Jack Adams safe at first, Del Norwood on second. 2 outs for the Catamounts, and we're back to the top of the order with Nate Hudson stepping up to the plate. Here's the pitch by Tucker. Beautiful pitch right down the middle for a strike. There's the pitch. That one looks like it missed a little bit. And again, Jesse Tucker showing the frustration. Swing and a miss by Nate Hudson. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Nate. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. That one is hit to the first base, or second baseman, excuse me. Or first baseman, I'm not sure. And anyway, last out of the inning, the Catamounts definitely took the lead back. We will clarify the score coming into the bottom of the 5th. Okay, bottom of the 5th inning. I was correct. The Catamounts did regain the lead. They're actually up 8-4 right now. That first pitch by Almond was to Austin Beon, I believe. So again, I apologize if I've made any errors here in who was at bat for you folks watching this game. So that is no balls and 1 strike to Austin Beon, and I'm sure he is the batter. So that's 0-2 the count to Austin. Again, I'm sure these Slater hitters have timing issues with the righty-lefty change and definitely a velocity change here. Here's the pitch by Almond, and that one's going to be hit right back to Almond. He picks it up, throws over to Josh Beon to record the first out of the inning. Come on, walk. What are you doing? Okay, next batter, and okay, he is a switch hitter. This is Andrew Lanthier, and I know he's batted right at least once. I think so. Maybe I'm crazy. Well, I'll look at his glove when he comes out to center field, but I'm thinking Andrew has the ability to switch hit here. Maybe I'm crazy. He is the batter. Here's the pitch by Almond, and that one is going to be hit well into left field. Nice base hit by Andrew Lanthier. Base runner aboard for the Slaters. He hit that right in front of Logan Trombley. Trombley did not have a shot at it. That was just a nice little base hit by Andrew Lanthier. Aaron Szabo, the home run hitter for the Slaters, steps up to the plate. Derek Almond deals to Szabo. Low and inside for a ball. There's some definite excitement happening behind us. Lots of commotion. One and 0 the count to Aaron Szabo. Here's the pitch. There it gets that inside corner call from the umpire. And the count evens to 1-1. Oh, 2 strikes. Gosh, I thought that first one was a ball. I apologize. There we go, and that one's going out, gone. Oh my gosh, Aaron Szabo hits another one. Another 2-run blast by Aaron Szabo. So it is 6-8. And again, dangerous bat. These Slater hitters can hit that ball a long way if they get a hold of it. That was another beautiful hit by Aaron. So he's made them pay twice in this game so far. Again, a lot of mutual respect between these two teams. Jesse Tucker, the current pitcher for the Slaters, steps up to the plate. 1 out. Slaters plate 2. That was inside for a ball, I believe. Here's the pitch by Almond. Oh, that one inside for a ball. Riley Shannon trying to figure out where that one ended up. The count 0-2 to Jesse Tucker. Derek Almond gets set. Here's the pitch. Was that 3 balls? The count 0-3 to Jesse Tucker, the pitcher. Almond gets set. Oh, and Jesse Tucker draws the walk. So 1 out, 1 aboard, and the Slaters have already plated 2 on an Aaron Szabo 2-run homer. And again, no shortage of big bats for these Slaters. Cameron Kaludi steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch by Almond, and Cameron swings through that for strike 1. Cameron getting some encouragement from Dad at first base. Here's the pitch to Kaludi. That one fouled back. Count 0-2 to Cameron Kaludi. pitch. Wow, he got a lot of that, but that was foul down the first base line. Still 2 strikes on Cameron Kaludi. There appears to be a possible shortage of game balls. Might be a short delay here. I see a Whitehall coach headed over to, I'm guessing, the equipment room to grab another game ball. Okay, we have a new game ball. Cameron Kaludi still the batter. The count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Derek Allman gets that corner called. 3rd strike. Cameron Kaludi, I do not believe, was in agreement with that. 2 outs here. The batter is Luke Wang. Runner at first base for the Slaters. That one's going to get by Riley Shannon. The runner at first will advance. That's Jesse Tucker, who's now at second base. So first base is open. 2 outs here. Luke Wang, the batter for the Slaters. Derek Allman on the mound. Here's the pitch. And he's going to hit a chopper to third base. Nate Hudson fields, throws across. Oh, and that one over the head of Josh Beon. So that's going to plate another run for the Slaters. And now the score is 8-7. So the Catamounts are hanging on by 1 here, but again, can't count this Slater team out. These are both teams that can produce some solid offense, and they're showing that today. So Luke Wang is aboard at second base, 2 outs. Parker Morse, the batter. I think that was a strike to Parker Morse. Not 100% sure on that one. Not a very vocal umpire, so some of them you can hear pretty well. Oh, that was a swing and a miss. So let's see what could be 1-1. It is. The count is 1-1 to Parker Morse. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Oh, did he get him? He didn't get him. He got out of the way. Riley Shannon again, wasn't sure where that was. Oh, and that was a nice heads-up play, I think, by Nate Hudson. It was. Nate Hudson hustled over there, picked up that ball, threw to third, got the base runner. But anyway, the Slaters are right back in this. It is 8-7 Catamounts going into the 6th. Okay, top of the 6th inning. Batting for the Catamounts, trying to see Patrick McKeegan, I believe. Yes, it is. Patrick McKeegan leading off for the Catamounts. Andrew Lanthier is now pitching for the Slaters. Nice pitch right down the middle for a strike. Parker Morse is now out here in center field. Jake Grenier is now in right. Don't think there are any other changes that I'm missing. I apologize if there are. Looks like Luke Wang still at first. Austin Beon at second. Here's the pitch to Patrick. Nice hit by Patrick McKeegan right up the middle, but nice play by Cameron Kaludi. Cameron fields it well, but then he did throw it out of play. So Patrick's going to get second base on that overthrow by Kaludi. Too bad for Cameron. He made a really nice scoop on a hard hit ball, and then just, you know, the adrenaline takes over, and sometimes you put a little bit on it, so too much on it, and the first baseman couldn't handle it. So Patrick McKeegan aboard for the Catamounts at second. Zach Bates steps up. The shortstop, here's the pitch to Zach, and that one's going to be fouled out of play. Boy, we may need some more game balls here shortly. Oh, let's hope not. Oh my gosh, that one bounced off the fence behind us at the other game. Lots of excitement at this Whitehall All-Star Tournament. Again, here's the pitch by Lanthier to Zach Bates. And that one's going to miss outside for a ball. Patrick McKeegan having a little fun with the second baseman, seeing if he can maybe draw a throw, I think. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. 2-0. Count to Zach Bates. And again, Zach has home run power, so. That one again gonna miss. Oh, 3-1 is the count to Zach Bates, sorry. Here's the pitch by Lanthier. And Bates hits that one. Oh, Lanthier gets a glove on it, and actually probably would have been better to let that one go through. Not that you could ever anticipate that, but I think Kaludi would have probably had a throw on that. But anyhow, Zach Bates manages to get aboard safely. I think had the pitcher not touched that one, it would have been a better thing for the Slaters. Stepping up to the plate is Josh Beon. Here's the pitch. Beon watches a ball for that first one. Zach Bates on first, Patrick McKeegan on second. No outs here for the Catamounts. Josh Beon at the plate. The wind is definitely picking up here. Here's the pitch by Lanthier. Beon hits that one to the second baseman, gets right through the wicket. So everybody's going to be aboard safely for the Catamounts. That's too bad. Austin Beon got a piece of it, but it did manage to squirt under his glove. So everyone's safely aboard here for the Catamounts. And I believe Riley Shannon is the batter. He is. Riley Shannon for the Catamounts. Bases are loaded, no outs. Here in the top of the sixth, and yes, Riley Shannon has home run power. He showed us earlier in the game. And I'm sure he'd love to show it again with the bases juiced here in the sixth inning. Here's the pitch by Lanthier. Oh, and that's going to get him. So that is going to plate a run for the Catamounts. Riley Shannon walking it off. But it's 9-7 Catamounts with that, with Riley Shannon being hit by that pitch. The fans showing their support. Not fun to get hit by a baseball, and obviously no one feels worse than Andrew Lanthier right now, I'm sure. So again, no outs. The batter is Colin Bissett. Colin watches that first pitch low for ball one. No outs. That one a little low again for Andrew Lanthier. Misses low. Here's the pitch. Colin Bissett. That missed. I think it might be 0-3. Or 3-0, excuse me. Colin Bissett squares up, watches a strike. Not sure if that would have been a strike if he hadn't squared up. So Colin might have just walked in a run right there. I'm not the umpire though. There, he drew the walk. Okay, so unfortunately for Andrew Lanthier, he is going to, that's going to put Zach Bates across. And it is 10-7 Catamounts. Derek Allman will be the batter. It looks like we're going to have another pitching change. And Cameron Kaludi. And Cameron pitched in the last game. And he, speaking of having people's timing off, he throws heat. So I'm sure Cameron's going to take a few warm-up pitches here, and we'll wait while he does that. So pitching change for the Slaters. Cameron Kaludi on the mound. Derek Allman at the plate for the Catamounts. That was a first fast strike to Derek Allman. Like I said, Cameron Kaludi has the gas, and he will use it. So bases are loaded for the Catamounts. Ooh, 2 quick strikes on Allman. So Derek better be in defensive mode here. Again, huge change in velocity from Andrew Lanthier to Cameron Kaludi. Derek hits that on the button. It's going to come right out here to the fence. We're going to plate 2 runs. Yep, 2 runs will score on that double by Derek Almond. So it is now 12-7 Catamounts. Nice base hit by Almond. Now batting for the Catamounts. Oh, nice hit. Sorry about that, folks. This is Logan Trombley, who just hit a nice line drive into right field. Plated Almond, and he is safe at second base. So Catamounts are on their offensive attack here for sure. 13-7. Catamounts, no outs. The batter is Del Norwood. Cameron Kaludi, the pitcher. Andrew Lanthier took over for Kaludi at shortstop. Here is the pitch by Kaludi. Oh, and that one's going to make it all the way to the backstop. Oh dear, Logan Trombley safe at third. The third baseman dropped that ball. Excellent throw by Aaron Zabo. Again, not the best arm to try to run on, but they took a chance and it paid off because the third baseman did not have control of that ball and it squirted out of the glove. So anyhow, runner at third, no outs. Here's the pitch to Del Norwood. Strike, that was a strike. I had to be sure. I don't want to pretend I'm an umpire, so I'm going to just agree with that. Here's the pitch to Dell, and he attempts a bunt. Bunts it foul. He'll be swinging away now because he's got 2 strikes on him. And again, Logan Trombley, the runner at third base. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Del Norwood. Here's the pitch by Kaludi. High and tight. It's going to make a full count to Dell. Here's the payoff pitch by Kaludi. He's not wasting any time up there. Ready to throw. Here's the pitch. And Dell hits that right back to Kaludi on the mound, who squeezes it to record the first out of the inning. Again, Logan Trombley, the runner at third. And we are up to Jack Adams in the order. Here's the pitch to Adams. That's a called strike by the home plate umpire. And again, Cameron Kaludi working really quickly. Here's the pitch. Oh! Thought about the bunt. And Jack fouled that off. So he's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch by Kaludi. High. 1-2. The count to to Jack Adams. Sorry. Oh, that one over the head of Jack. He wisely does not swing. 2-2. Oh, Jack fouls that back out of play. The count remains 2-2. Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Jack Adams. Cameron Kaludi gets set. Here comes the pitch. Oh, Jack hits a nice, tough break for the first baseman. He was ready for that ball, and it took a crazy hop, I think, right off his foot into right field. So that will plate another run for the Catamounts. 14-7 is the score. Jack Adams at first base. Logan Trombley, the runner that just crossed home. And we're back to the top of the Catamounts order with Nate Hudson. 1 out. here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch by Kaludi. Oh, and he throws hard. That one went off the equipment of Aaron Zabo, and he just wasn't sure the whereabouts of that ball for a minute. So that puts Jack Adams on second base for Nathaniel Hudson. 1 down. Here's the pitch. Oh, swings through it. Beautiful strike by Cameron Kaludi. Like I said, those aren't slow strikes by any stretch of the imagination. He puts a little mustard on it. Here's another one by Kaludi. That one in the dirt, and again, Aaron Zabo having a tough time figuring out where that one landed. They go by him so quickly, and kind of climb the screen where they fall is a mystery if you're the catcher sometimes. So that's a downside to that velocity. Jack Adams advanced to third on that pitch. Nate Hudson draws the walk, so we have runners on the corners, 1 out. And stepping up to the plate for the Catamounts is Patrick McKeegan. Kaludi's all set. He deals. Oh, and that one goes straight to the backstop. And Nate Hudson advances to second. There would have been no throw anyhow with Jack Adams standing on third base. Patrick McKeegan, the batter. That one gets squirts by Aaron Zabo. He's doing his best back there, but it's a tough job when your pitcher throws as hard as Kaludi does. If you don't catch it in the air, it can go in many directions. Nice snag by Aaron Zabo. That was low for a ball. Count 2-2 to Patrick McKeegan. Here comes the pitch. That one in the dirt. Again, tough one for Aaron Zabo to handle. The payoff pitch, I believe, to Patrick. Yeah, it was, and he drew the walk. That one was low and inside. Kaludi struggling a little bit with control here. And here comes PJ Zabo out to make a pitching change. He's going to move his first baseman back, Luke Wang, to the pitching position. Zach Bates stepping in to face the new pitcher, Luke Wang. He was at first base. Cameron Kaludi struggling with control, so that was the pitching change. And the count 1-1 to Zach Bates. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Luke Wang sends that one over the head of Aaron Zabo to the screen. Aaron quickly recovers it and gets it back to the pitcher. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and that's going to miss outside. Nothing more frustrating as a young pitcher than to walk in a run, so I'm sure Luke Wang would love to throw a perfect strike right here down the pike to Zach Bates. I think he got the strike call on that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 2 strikes.
He did. Here's the next pitch. And Zach Bates draws the walk, so that's going to plate another run. Jack Adams is going to score for the Catamounts, making the score 15-7. Again, you hate to see young pitchers struggle on the mound. It's not fun for them, and it's not fun to watch. So, and everybody who's pitched certainly feels for him. That's a no-doubter. So here we go. Next batter for the, oh boy, oh my gosh. Talk about a no-doubter. That was Josh Bion, who just crushed a grand salami to right field. Beautiful hit by, talk about an exclamation point. Holy cow, there was no question about that. That was amazing. So that was a Mickey Mantle hit. I agree. 19-7 the score on that blast by Josh Beyond. He's wearing number 34, and that was a big poppy swing if I've ever seen one. So great hit by Josh. Wow, holy cow. I don't even know what to say. That landed almost on the pitcher's mound in the opposite field. Nice snag here by Austin Beon. Throw to first to throw out Riley Shannon. That's 2 outs in the inning. The next batter is Colin Bissett, the center fielder. There's a strike to Bissett. That was, I knew that was a strike. A nice loud vocal strike by the umpire. Here's the pitch by Luke. Oh, we're firing up our lights here in Whitehall, so it's going to get noisy here in a second. Here comes the pitch to Bissett. And that's going to miss for a ball. I'm not sure what the count is. It's either 1 ball and 2 strikes or 2 balls and 2 strikes. Colin Bissett reached out for that one. Played by the pitcher. Nice throw over to first. Long inning for the Slaters. And I cannot say enough about that home run by Josh Beyond. Impressive to say the least. The Catamounts take a 19-7 lead headed to the bottom of the 6th. Okay, here we are, bottom of the 6th inning. Derek Almond pitching for the Catamounts. Trying to see the number on the back of the shirt so I know who's hitting for, and it is number 11, Parker Morse. He actually started off as the Slater pitcher in this game. Parker takes a mighty swing at that second offering by Almond, and I believe he's in the hole 0-2. Again, not a very vocal umpire. Now that these lights are humming behind me, I'll never hear what he's going to say. So that was a ball. I'm pretty certain that was a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It's either 2 balls and 1 strike or 1 ball and 2 strikes. You decide. I'm not really sure. Here's the pitch by Almond to Parker Morse. That one's going to be hit to the first baseman. Oh, nice job covering by Derek Almond. That was pretty and nice play by the second baseman. Yeah, that long wingspan paid off for the pitcher. Nice defensive play by the Catamounts, though. Okay, now batting for the Slaters is Malik Henriksen, the right fielder. Here's the pitch by Derek Almond. That one's going to be hit off the end of the bat right to Josh Beon at first base, and he'll take care of that himself for the 2nd out of the inning. I believe this is, I think this might be Jake Grenier batting. I think Hayden Sheldrick left the game, who would have been the batter here, so I believe, I apologize if it's not, but I think this is Jake Grenier now batting for the Slaters. And he's going to swing through that pitch by Derek Almond. 2 strikes on the batter, I believe. Again, hard telling with the noisy lights. And that sounds funny, noisy lights, but they are. Oh, nice. And Derek ends it with a strikeout. The Catamounts win this one. Great game between the Slaters and the Catamounts, but the Catamounts are victorious. Score is 19-7, and they'll advance to the championship game on Monday.